you guys. I had a false start where I couldn't even read my own writing, so, who knows? Maybe there's something about that. Coming back later and not even recognizing the thing you thought was important. This is James Baldwin. Love is the work of mirroring and magnifying each other's light. Gentle work, steadfast work, life-saving work in those moments when life and shame and sorrow occlude our own light from our view. But there is still a clear-eyed, loving person to beam it back. In our best moments, we are that person for one another. James. Okay, where does this go? Things seem a little awkward today, but we'll do our best. Mirroring and magnifying each other's light, the light. Spirit, can you talk to us today about the life-saving work in those moments when life and shame and sorrow block our vision? There is still a clear-eyed, loving person to beam it back. In our best moments, we are that person for another. King of Cups. Somebody who's sitting in a kind of meditative, apparently passive posture, but what they're all about is opening the heart, activating the heart. It's like they're in the light and they are the light. Love is the work of mirroring and magnifying each other's light. There's a kind of a magnification going on here. Yeah, okay, Six of Swords. It involves moving on from some sort of conflict to a calmer state of mind, to this meditative place where the focus is on opening the heart, letting feelings flow. King of Cups is vulnerable, though. So we may have been afraid of opening, this person may have been afraid of opening their heart. They're getting calmer. And the ancestors are pulling them toward this destination. Page of Wands. There's momentum toward a new beginning, toward a new path. We had that yesterday. This is lively, This is not weighted down by past hurt. This is stepping joyously into the new. And really glad, once the mind is settled, really glad of that new energy. It pops somebody into action. Under King of Cups, Page of Cups. The movement is up, 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 right out of the frame. But it's almost like a disembodied, heels overhead. What's happening to me? This one has the heart activation too. I don't know if you can see it, but right out of this guy's heart is this updraft. Look at his hair. In King of Cups, it comes out from the heart. Here, it sort of lands. Somebody's feeling elated. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. It's a new feeling. So this heart activation may have been going on for some time for this King of Cups. Perhaps a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In that energy. Okay, we have a couple. Empress. Divine feminine energy of fruition, of Gaia, of life force. A major arcana card of creation, creativity, care, the birthing of something new. Something new. Empress is Venus herself, that principle of love. Card of Taurus and Libra. Tower. A card of Scorpio, of that dramatic change, the energy of dramatic emotional upheaval caused by some feeling of connection that this King of Cups wasn't used to. He might have experienced Tishive love as a destructive force. You know, something that shakes a person to their core and is really discombobulating, hence the need to hold still and kind of let the heart palpitations move into peace. I think this is the effect the divine feminine has on this person. They may even, in their quiet moments, find themselves thinking about her, him, them. And it settles their worries. It makes them feel this world of possibility, you know, the world of possibility. You know, which is both lovely and uplifting, but also there's a sense of like, what's happening to me? Page of Cups, please. Sorry. Ten of Pentacles. That's a long-term investment. Something somebody feels could go the long term. You know, Pentacles speak to time, sometimes years. The establishment of a family or a legacy. I think this person, King of Cups, maybe a Scorpio, feels the great potential, Ten of Pentacles, in this Empress. I mean, like, Empress creates an environment which is really fruitful and fertile and full of possibility. I think this person is imagining a life with divine feminine, you know, feels that it would be abundant and ever-growing and full of family feeling and safety. So what happens with the Tower? Is it this? Wow. Yeah. You know, this flood of feelings that this person thinks might destroy them is transformational, Scorpio energy. And in that same water energy, 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's sort of as if something has reached, not a boiling point, it's sort of on simmer. Card of Divine Masculine in the Sun and Divine Feminine in Empress. It could be somebody coming in touch with their divine feminine energy, this softness inside of them that wants connection, that wants to move toward a calmer place where connection is not only possible, it's evident in 3D. But they are in kind of the imagining stage, and there is this little tiny pig up there. When pigs fly, there is an element of this person that feels this is a fantasy. Could I be this happy? Could I love in this kind of life-changing way? Tower, 10 of Pentacles. You know, would I allow myself? King of Cups, would you allow yourself? And I'm not sure quite why it's allow. Well, they're not sure. They might want to keep their options open. They do seem to be choosing an option after maybe a period of confusion. Is this an illusion? You know, I remember this guy, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, isn't sure it's even possible to feel this way, and up come the feelings, and it's like, you know, I don't even know what to make of this. This is new to me. Page of Cups. So I think that this person is really trying to calm their mind down and get heart-centered and envision, because this can be a card of sort of dreaminess. Envision all the possible connections that this person could be ready for once they get out of some sort of triggered place and get on the path. What's the triggered place, please, that the path will lead them out of? Well, 3 of Pentacles is a card of work and cooperation. I'm not sure why that would be triggery. It might be triggery in the sense of like, let's start the engines, rev it up. See, these, I didn't even notice that, but this is like a stoplight image on the macrame. And this is the one out of the gate, revving it up to go out of the gate. A card of movement, forward movement, forward movement. Okay, tell us about this cooperative earth energy. I think this person is wondering, 7 of Cups, is this a fantasy? Can I really love somebody this powerful? And perhaps can I open my own heart to the point where I embody divine feminine energy? Tell us about, okay, Empress, 2 of Cups. Principle of love, Venus. You know, on the face of it, there we are, entwined. not identical, just a blending. Somebody else may be opening their heart too, and it could be Empress, who wants this connection, wants to cooperate in 3D with this King of Cups, with this divine masculine. And it's sort of like once the old paradigm explodes, because it was somehow unstable, you know, the self comes out, the true self, the happiness, the light. Was it mirroring and magnifying each other's light? I mean, card of Leo. Celebration, warmth, you know, connection. Let the feelings flow. There's some sort of reassurance being offered, I think, by Empress, and it's not, she draws things to her, you know, so she's not out there chasing anybody around. But I think the calmness of her presence reassures this King of Cups. This is an option for me, Seven of Cups. Sevens are divine numbers, indicating a change, moving to a calmer place where somebody can start forward movement on the path. Tell us about the Six of Swords. Sometimes it can mean moving, physical. Oh boy. After betrayal, after lies, after leaving without an explanation, that might have happened to King of Swords in some other situation. So he's gonna bounce. 7 and 7, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups is 14, which in major arcana is temperance, balance. And this is on what was hidden. 3 of Cups, more water energy. If this person, well, let's see, because this is a card of, you know, mutual feelings, a circle of affection, facing the future together, having each other's backs. Could somebody have been, yeah, I don't quite get that. 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, please. A lie about friendship, or a 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 3 and 3 of 6 in major arcana is lovers. King of Pentacles. Well, this is a stable person, established, somebody who's, you know, been authentic over time. Like, they're not a shapeshifter. This has a bit of the shapeshifter energy. You know, I wear the hoodie, I sneak around, and they have a knife in their hand, so they're prepared to do what they have to do to get out of some situation. King of Pentacles doesn't behave that way. They've established credibility over time to be a good friend. And I think maybe Empress is feeling that they could be a good partner. It could be that this King of Cups person is moving on, 6 of Swords, from this kind of mentality, like escapism or denial. Or I was thinking the other day, if you're in denial about one thing, and you think you're pinpointing that, selectively, I'll deny this thing, it tends to migrate. So that before we know it, we're in denial about all sorts of stuff. We have to cover the lie with a lie, the self-deception with another one. These layers of confusion. This can be a card of confusion. Four of Swords. Like going back to the nest to heal something. And there's the heart. The healing may involve cutting a cord. It can kind of be the heart that says, go into protective mode, go back to the nest, heal your tendency to bounce, heal your tendency to want to escape anything that unsettles your mind. That's on this Three of Cups, King of Pentacles. It might be the presence, because this one is known for being present, for being there, for exactly not bouncing. But it's conceivable somebody bounced on them and they were in denial about it. But they're healing that mental energy of Seven of Swords, denial or deception, and regaining their stability. So this person was confused about their feelings, but they're healing any tendency to dissemble, or there's another word I'm looking for. I can't quite get there. Okay. We have 21. I'm sorry, it's the World card. It's the last card in the Major Arcana. It's the big portal to the next chapter. Card of Capricorn. A whole new chapter. Something, it's like the opening is big enough now to be able to step through. Maybe an opening in the heart, having healed something. So this King of Pentacles, King of Cups person, I believe they're one and the same. Might be starting off with, not simpler, but Three of Cups. It's sort of like not relying on one person to meet your needs. But there's still this possibility of finding exactly that. Not all your needs, but somebody who can make you feel safe. Somebody who's consistent over time. King of Pentacles. Pentacles speak to time. Somebody with whom you could build this kind of environment. A life partnership. I think King of Cups settled down long enough to both to heal and to connect. But there's something in this Three of Cups that's almost like practice energy. It might be like in my inner circle, with those within my reach, Pentacles energy. I'll make sure that those relationships are true, that we have each other's backs. I'll practice discernment. I'll move forward from this kind of Duplicitous, that's what I was hearing. Duplicitous energy. And now I'm seeing this as kind of like the focal lens, magnifying each other's light. That somebody in our lives but there is still a clear-eyed, loving person to beam it back, this light that's been in shadow somehow. In the best moments, we are that person for another. There's an invitation, I think, on the part of Empress to hold the door open. Invitation to let's pass through this portal together. I think King of Pentacles is not quite ready to do that. They're working up to it. Three of Cups. Oh, I love it. Star. I love that card. I just do. It's, you know, our connection to the guides, to the divine. Or we can get that kind of Aquarian clarity. To see the path clearly. To see, you know, to magnify the light through this lens. It's a divine light that this Six of Swords, Seven of Swords behavior is elevated. You know, it's sort of like it's elevated. Okay. Now we have King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Love on the move. Guided by higher power or a higher perspective or a new way of knowing, something that involves, it's kind of like this collective energy. Your friend group or your soul family. Knight of Cups, love on the move. I think that this person, King of Cups, King of Pentacles person, divine masculine, is going to come in with an offer. And it might be initially, let's start with friendship. Let's start there. That's the path that leads to building trust in the idea that we can cooperate to create something. It's kind of go time. That Three of Pentacles, red light, green light image, and the Page of Wands revving up. And what's released, what's on the move, what jumps out of the starting gate? I think that the advice from this person's King of Cups, Knight of Cups person's higher power or celestial guides is to, what was it, gently magnifying each other's light, gentle work, steadfast work, life-saving work. Work in those moments when life and shame and sorrow occlude our own light from our view. This is sort of occluded light. You know, there is a sun in the background, but this person is trying to get away from the light. It's almost like the they don't want to reveal themselves, or they didn't. And I think they wanted to keep somebody else guessing. or they wanted to keep somebody an option. And now they're healing that. 7 and 7 temperance, 4 of pentacles, healing it. Getting away from other people's chatter or opinions, or, you know, quieting down to sort of figure out, who do I love? What is love? All these questions. And, you know, it's kind of like, is it this? Is it here? Is it there? Where is it? And it might be escaping from a situation by any means. But it's a little bit like, you know, see no evil or something like that. I think this person wanted to opt for denial. Why would they want to opt for denial? Is it this one? Is it this one? Ace of Swords. Well, there's truth coming in. Kind of mainlining directly to the center of their fractal, you know, the spiral of their brain. It's working its way in. It'll work its way back to the surface. It's kind of a process. So it's almost like they've decoded their own behavior somehow. There are these formulaic, fractal formulas in sword energy. I know myself now. I've plumbed, you know, I've gone all the way in to the center of my perception. And what I've discovered is this Aquarian clarity about who I am and who I love, and, you know, who I am, who I love. I have the map now for myself. I think somebody may have tried to convince this person you can't move forward. If you move forward, you're just in a state of denial and escapism. And I think at some point, this divine masculine came to distrust whoever planted that belief in their brain. But they're responsible for you know, not spitting it out. There's a movement, Page of Wands, that builds trust. I can work with this person. This King of Pentacles aspect of divine masculine. And it generates a lot of excitement. I think on the part of the King of Cups, divine masculine, who realizes they can feel, and that it may be safe to feel, as long as they're working with the person who's trustworthy, who's open-hearted. And something in divine feminine gave them the faith, star card, that the cosmos is on their side, has laid out some sort of map that will lead them right through to the other world, the other chapter, the other life. They've done the work, Capricorn. The work of healing, the work of restoring relationships. It's brought them great clarity. They have the key now. These get so long. 3 of Swords. Like, not only can I identify the I card, Ace of Swords, I'm clear about what love is, and I'm clear about what it isn't. But it always entails the possibility of this, and the need to take the risk. And there's something about that occluded, when shame or sorrow block our view from our own light, and then there's somebody who reflects it back to us. I think they've identified, it may have been a third-party situation, not necessarily another person interfering in a relationship, but just this person's tendency to want to hide. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Now they get it, that this was a pattern. This was a pattern that they had been stuck in. Temperance, there it is. Those 2 7s together equal 14, equal temperance. This is healing, balance, divine timing. Card of Sagittarius. Balance of male and female, that sun-moon image. You know, Sun, divine masculine. Empress, divine feminine. This person is going to take action, you know, to maybe even make amends. I know how to heal this. I know how to heal the hurt. I think it's the memory of their own hurt, 3 of Swords, that may have been, they may have tried to bounce from some bad relationship, but they were still in denial about something. And I think it may have been the impact that this, you know, they were the walking wounded. They had a memory of heartbreak. They've learned to connect nevertheless. You know, they've really sat a long time and questioned, how do I open my heart, and to whom? Do I participate in this self-deception? You know, do I allow other people to confuse me? 7 of Cups. Healing, healing, healing all over this reading. Love, stability, the blend of the two, masculine and feminine, the healing of the hurt. But I think it's one person who heretofore didn't get it. Now they have the kind of the keys to the kingdom. They figured out, you know, how to bear the light. That was another thing. Okay, another James Baldwin quote I had written down. Everything in our life depends on how we bear the light. It is necessary, while in darkness, to know that there is light somewhere, to know that oneself is waiting to be found. There is a light. Waiting to be found. I think this relationship, okay, King of Swords. I mean, that's the one who knows, who's gotten has clarified something. It's a card of Aquarius, and we had Aquarius in the star card. I get it. I see it. I see it now. I see that when we've gotten this so many times. I see the light. I'm going to head toward the light. I want to magnify the light. I want to acknowledge it. Because I've healed the occlusion, the cataract, the block in my own vision. I can see it now. From that Aquarian higher perspective, I've got the map, I know where to go, I'm listening to the guides, I'm sort of in conversation with them. In our best moments, we are that person for another. I think King of Swords, Divine Masculine, who is now represented by King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Swords, is like they still be healing their idea of their own reliability. The deception may have been somebody telling them, Swords energy, you're unreliable, you're a liar, you're a sneak. And they're moving on from that belief. Somebody else they find trustworthy. And I think it's partly themselves. After they heal, they believe in themselves. They find themselves trustworthy and capable of that kind of relationship with this kind of person. Dramatic change has this Divine Masculine gone through. Past the crossroads. From a state of holding back and holding on to what is familiar, to victory, to standing in the light, right? Be the light. In our best moments, we are that light for another. I think Divine Masculine has come into their own sun energy. They're not hiding. They're not hooded. They're not deceiving themselves or anybody else. They really are making their best effort. Because Six of Wands is like, it takes effort to step into the light, to be willing to be seen. This person didn't want to be seen before. I think because they'd been told by other people something that, made them hold a very low opinion of themselves. So they held back. They thought, I can't do this. I think they've decided they can indeed do this. Sun energy, action taking. Here I am, stepping through the, there was an invitation from Divine Feminine, male or female, could be the same-sex couple, whatever gender, an invitation to step through into this next chapter with me. And for a long time they resisted, they held back. They thought, that's impossible, I can't do it. Two of Swords, I'm blocked, I don't even know how to think about it. They've gotten that aspect straightened out. Free and clear. They're free and clear. We have on the board Sagittarius in Temperance. Divine timing, the blend, the mix of the two things. The healing elixir, the healing alchemy of change. Aquarius in the star, Leo in the sun, Capricorn in the world. Libra and Taurus in Empress. Tower is Scorpio energy. Big shakeups, facing some sort of truth. healing the wound. I mean, you can't heal the wounds till you recognize them. You don't have to live there, but it's in order to navigate your destiny, star card, you know, you have to sort of know where you've been hurt and kind of find the map that leads you to where you're supposed to be, where you can heal without that, like triggering the stepping on a mine or something like that. Because that's a bit like this. I'm in a minefield. You know, I don't know who my friends are, who it's a card of lack of trust here. And this person has regained their trust by entering into a relationship, Two of Cups, with some divine feminine who is real as rain. Real as rain, right as rain, but true, present, loving. If you find a love like that, that's a source of real happiness, Sun card. And it's the keys to the kingdom, you know, to this kind of life. World card, Ten of Cups. End of cycle, we've arrived. End of the big cycle, we're stepping through, both in earth energies. This is great. This is great news. Okay, you guys, I will see you next time. I love you, and shine the light. You're doing it for yourself as well as for somebody else. Maybe all your friends. Maybe everybody you come in contact with. You lean toward the light. In our best moments, that's what we do. I'll see you next time.